Welcome to a GCN training session, and you've joined us on the GCN Training channel, our beloved home of everything to get you fit and healthy, fighting fit and, well, get you winning a race, riding a club ride, or just losing some weight. We're here for you, and you clicked on this one because, well, the name of it is Wake Up and Smell the Lactate. So there you have it. We're going to smell some of the lactate today. We've got some tempo, we've got some max efforts, and everything in between. But as we've got this little bit of warm-up, so we've got 1 minute, 30 seconds, I'm going to introduce you to our beloved cyclists who are with us, who are going to join us for today's session, or join you and help motivate you. So we have got quite an illustrious group of cyclists, I have to say. At the back, we've got Abby, dentist, fixed gear rider, ex-professional. Joining on the back, we've got Emily Nelson, two-time world champion, four-time European champion. And then on the front, you may have seen GCN's very own Manon Lloyd, master of recumbent, sprinter, one of the coolest presenters going, actually, has to be said. And then on the front there, we've also got Manny Arthur. There we go, Manny Arthur's actually taken some of his own sessions. So if you like seeing Manny, then I would check out his sessions. He's a very good ride leader, I have to say. We've got 40 seconds. Now, I know I'm speaking fast, and the reason being is because we've got 30 seconds left of our warm-up. So let's speed up the tempo a little bit. How about that, Abby? Just kind of spin out them legs a little bit faster. Let's get the blood pumping. Let's feel nice and warm. Now, as we go through the session, I'm going to build up the motivational level. We're going to sit here. Let's just pretend. And we're going to get to a really high point where we're going to sit the max efforts. And then I'll bring you back in, back down to the room. And ready to start the day or end the day, wherever you're watching this and whatever time you're watching this. Right, we've got 5 seconds. And then we're going to kind of knock it up to a perceived effort of 3. So if you can see, we've got 1 minute 30 on the screen now. Now that basically means you've got 1 minute 30 of this specific interval. If you're kind of worried about what session you're in or how hard to push, then have a look on the perceived effort scale that you can see on screen now. It's hitting a 3. And that's very much a traffic light system. So the bottom is green, and then it goes to amber, and then red. Well, red just means pain. Now, as you can see, Manny is donning a very nice headband there, and it's got the traffic light system on there. So if you forget what the traffic light looks like, there it is. Right, we've got 50 seconds. So start spinning out those legs a bit faster. Emily Nelson wants to add another bit of resistance. Hey, Emily. Yeah, oh, there we go. There, clicked another gear. Another gear. What are we thinking, Manon? Look at that smile from Manon Lloyd. We do like working out. Here we go. Manon, how are you feeling? Got 30 seconds.
I'm feeling really good for this session. Looking forward to it. Getting some lactic in the legs.
There we go. Okay. Sometimes it is hard to get the words out, let me tell you that. Right, we got 20. Let's go up one more gear for 10 seconds. One more gear, please, if you're at home. 10 seconds, then we're going to back off again. This is all just to get the heart rate going and just kind of like warm up our muscles, ready for quite a hard session. So we've got 30 seconds now, nice and easy. Spin them legs off, back off, go down the gears. If you're wondering what turbo trainers we're on, we've got the Wahoo Kicker Smart Trainers. That's what we're using today. We got 20 seconds before we've got 3 minutes and a nice tempo. Manon, we got perceived effort of 6.
Ooh.
How's that feel when you hit it?
Perceived effort of 6.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So let's go to big ring. How are we thinking about that? Oh,
good.
If in doubt, grind it out. Right. We've got 3 minutes on the screen. So we're looking for a cadence of around 80, not too vigorous there, but something that's just going to warm up those muscles, feel the good sensations. 3 minutes. At the end of this, we should feel nice and warmed up and ready to hit some of the harder sets that are coming fast and furious. 2 minutes and 30 seconds now at a perceived effort level of 6. Manny Arthur looking so composed, like he's waiting in the ring before going out boxing. Love that, absolutely love it. Manny, we got 2 minutes. I want to hear something motivational from you, my friend.
Get ready. Just feel the force, feel the power, believe in yourself. Let's go after this. That's all there is to it. Go after it.
Let's
Take
go.
it.
Let's go hunting. Let's go hunting for all that effort, hunting for that pain. Embrace it. Guys, I've got to say thank you so much for clicking on this video, joining us on GCN Training. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you can keep in touch with everything we put on, whether that's training indoors with us, whether that's me shouting at you, giving you motivational to keep on pushing, or it might even be Manon teaching you some diet requirement tips and some yoga skills. So you've got a whole array of everything in there. 1 minute and 30 seconds left with this tempo effort. And then we've got a nice 1 minute recovery. Abby Dentist looking incredibly composed. Amazing. So you are, as I said, in a very illustrious group of cyclists, but this is just not meant for pros. This is meant for anyone right around the spectrum, whether you're here to lose weight or you're here just to get faster and more powerful. This session has a bit of everything. It's working on those max efforts to create those adaptations that we look for, stress the muscles so we can build them, make them stronger, make them more efficient. Isn't that right, Manny?
Exactly.
There we go. He will tell me if I'm talking rubbish, I promise you that. 40 seconds, and then we're going to knock it down a couple of gears, and we're going back into our recovery zone 1 or 2. So if you're looking at that traffic light system, and you're looking at Manny Arthur's headband, you're looking for that green. That's what you want. 20 seconds. Well done, Manon, you're doing really well.
Thanks, Hank.
You're welcome. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Now hold that perceived effort. Really nice work. 5 seconds. Are you ready now? Drop down to an easier gear now. Spin out, okay? If you want to hit the small ring, do so. Spin out the legs. If you want to just sit back on the saddle like Manon is. What I would recommend though is you take a drink on board. Mine's looking slightly empty, so I might get that refilled, but that water and liquid is absolutely key. 40 seconds, all right? And then we've got 3 minutes of tempo, all right? So this is gonna feel like you're sitting on the front of a bunch, you're pushing the wind, and yeah, you're putting out some work. You'll not be able to talk. Well, you can talk, but you might not be able to sing a hymn or a song for that matter. Right, we've got 10 seconds. All right, you ready, Manny? 10 seconds, good. And then we've got 3 minutes of nice tempo effort. 4, 3, 2, 1. Up a gear now, into that big ring if you can. If you want to get out of the saddle, then do so. I tend to get out of the saddle for about a minute now, and then I'm going to split it up. So I'm going to get our whole team to get out of the saddle, please. 1 more, 1, 2, 3, up, out the saddle now. There we go. If you're at home and you're able to jump out the saddle, maybe engage 2 more gears like Emily Nelson's figuring out to do out the back there. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's hold this nice dancing on the pedals like you're dancing on ice like blades of glory. Oh, there we go. We're just dancing on the pedals. We're getting used to being out the saddle. We're using our arms. We're getting some upper body strength in there. And then we're going to go in the saddle. Hey, Manon. Right, this next 2 minutes, Manon, I want you to see if we're going to do what you do, okay? We're going to try and copy and mimic what you're doing for the next 2 minutes. So let's look at Manon. What are you going to do now?
Going to stay out the saddle for a little bit longer.
There we go. So we're out the saddle now. We're putting out a cadence of around 80. Eyes on Manon.
My cadence is a little bit below.
Little bit below. Add another gear if you can.
So start spinning a little bit more. And my legs are starting to burn. So I might sit back down in the saddle.
There we go, El. We're sitting back in the saddle.
And then just grind it out.
Grind it out. There we go. Focus. There we go. Nice work, Manon. Manny, love your work there at the front. We've got 1 minute and 15 seconds left. And then we got 1 minute recovery. We're coming up to a minute to go with this tempo effort. Manon's holding us at this hard, sat in the saddle, slightly overgeared. Strength training here. 50 seconds to go before our recovery. Dig in now. The time is ticking. It's only a 25-minute session. We've only got 14 minutes left. We all can do this together as one. 30 seconds on the drops now. Let's copy Manon. If you can, and you got a road bike and you got drop handlebars, drop onto the drops. Get yourself nice and aerodynamic. 20 seconds now. 15. If you want to just focus on the effort, listen to my voice. I'll count you in, don't you worry about that. I'm not going to leave you behind. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and ease. Now that should definitely have woken up the legs. Whether you've come from your slumber, you've had a good night's sleep, you're starting your day with us. As always, we love having your company. Or you just ended the day, you just had a big day at work, you're feeling stressed, you've got a lot of weight on your shoulders. This is the opportunity to shrug it away. This is the opportunity, this is your time. You've invested this into yourself. Now, it's all good for mental health. We want to feel the positivity. We want to breathe in that good oxygen. We want to feel the burn. So once this 1 minute is up, we've got 2 minutes now of tempo and then 2 minutes max. I'm going to do some of that out of the saddle, okay? I'm going to talk you right through it. Think about that gear now, Manon. 5 seconds, up a gear. Let's go up a gear or two. Right, we're into that grinding. If you want to get out of the saddle, just get on top of your gear and do so. Okay, now grind it out. We're hitting an effort of 6 out of 10. 10 being max, 1 being easy. As I said before, we're in the amber. So we're in the middle band on Manny Arthur's headband. That's where we're sitting, in the middle, just before that big red band at the top. There we are. He is very...
Okay, prepared.
Manny Arthur is looking at our logo for GCN Training and mimicking. I love it. This is a man who knows he's prepared and he's going to help us through this session. 1 minute and 10 seconds. So whatever hand position you want, embrace it. The great thing about the road bike, I've said it before, mix it up, whether you're on the tops, the drops, or the hoods. Let's get used to it. If you've got a cadence sensor, try and sit around 80. That's what we're looking for. And then we've got 2 minutes, and that is going to be an effort higher. So what we want, Abby, is to move up 1 gear. Not yet, not yet. I know you're getting hasty. 30 seconds. I've got to say, our cyclists, they're excited. They can't wait to get into that max effort. I love that. Right. Emily Nelson, 2-time world champion, gracing us with our presence, donning the rainbow bands on those custom Bont shoes. We got 13 seconds. 10 seconds now. Think about the gear selection. Now's the time, Abby. Go up a gear. Now's the time. Here we go. 2 minutes at 1 above. So that is just under threshold. We're not balls to the wall. We're still able to talk, but maybe in 1 word sentences. Is that even a thing? Probably not. 140 seconds. Hold it. Come on, Manon, shout our way through this. Give me something. We're all hurting here. Okay, keep digging in there. I think Manon's very much concentrating on the effort in hand. I'm sure you are too. In the drops there, focus.
Not sure I can string a sentence together, sorry.
That's fair enough. 1 word's fine. Oh my gosh, this gear is starting to hurt. 55 seconds now. Dig in, hold it, and then we've got 1 minute recovery. Nice one, Emily, in a nice aero tuck there. Practicing the aero tuck, putting out that power. She's used to riding on the velodrome, the indoor cycling track. She's used to being in that position. 30 seconds before our recovery. Let's make it count. 20 seconds. The sweat is beginning to pour off my brow. 15 seconds. I'm with you. Every step of the way, 10 seconds. And then we can enjoy that recovery. Get ready to knock the gears down. 5, 4, 3, 2, knock those gears down. Slow your pedaling. Ooh. Oh. Guys, we're more than halfway. We've got 8 minutes and 50 seconds left. I am starting to absolutely melt. One would say I'm a snowman, but it's just because I haven't seen the sunlight in a year. That is the reason. Right. 1 minute recovery, and then we've got 3 minutes just under threshold, right? Can you handle that, team?
I think so.
Of course you can. Look how excited they are. And if they're excited, then you should be too. Okay? So if you guys are going to help us through. Yes, I know we're on the screen, but we're with you. We're with you every step of the way. 10 seconds before 3 minutes. Enjoy this recovery. I can definitely tell Abby's enjoying it. She's got a big smile on her face. There we are. Like it. Emily Nelson giggling away back there. Love it. They were in a team together. You can definitely tell. Right, guys, the time is ticking. We're into our 3 minutes. Just under threshold. Let's build it up. Let's start out the saddle for 45 seconds. You ready? 3, 2, 1, out the saddle now. If you're willing and able, jump out the saddle.
Willing and able.
There we go. Dance on those pedals. Mix it up. How are the legs, man, on?
They're burning. I think it's just the out the saddle bits that maybe I'm not so good at. I just feel the burn a little bit more.
There we go. Feeling the burn through the thighs. The thighs are burning, aren't they? Your glutes are burning. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. But we're going to get back in the saddle in 10 seconds. Are we ready? Keep using those arms. Gain some strength in the upper body. 3, 2, 1. Drop down 1 gear. Get back in the saddle. Sit back in it. And then hit them heels down. One minute and 45 seconds. Heels down, driving the pedals through the floor. We've got 35 seconds before we're popping out the saddle like a jack in a box. Remember, if you're enjoying the session, now's not a time to hit the thumbs up button, but I urge you to do so at the end. I'm just going to remind you now. There we go, 1 minute and 10 seconds. So we've got 10 seconds left. 5 seconds before we're popping out the saddle, like we're popping out the box or a cake. And we're out the saddle, look, there we go. Look at the energy in the room. Straight out the saddle. Oh my gosh, that burn is absolutely real. We've got 1 minute of recovery, and then we've got some max. Let's stick out the saddle. I reckon Manny Arthur wants us to put out another gear. How are we thinking about that, mate?
Let's go for it.
Dropping down another gear.
Keep pushing it.
Keep pushing it. If you're willing and able, just chuck in another gear there. Let's go for a bigger cog on the back. If you're really strong, you can smash in a big gear, but do what feels comfortable. We've got 20 seconds left before we can sit back in the saddle and have a bit of recovery, where we can sip some water or electrolyte tab and enjoy it before we go into our max efforts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back in the saddle. Let's do one little spin out. Let's go all the way up the block now, so we can barely feel the pedals beneath us. Now what we should feel is a nice tingling in the legs. Nice tingling?
Lovely tingle. Crystal cranks.
Tell us about where that came from then, Manon. Why we got 40 seconds left.
Crystal cranks. Well, the first person I heard say it was Hank. So yeah, I hadn't heard that one before you started mentioning it, but it makes sense. Chin your legs nice and smoothly, not damaging any crystals.
Right, I'm glad Manon was able just to catch me out of there, because I'm slightly worried. We've got 30-second max effort. Perceived effort of 8 in 10 seconds. Let's think about the gear then, Manny. Manny's already on it. The guy's tipping me off here. He's ready for his sprint. He's going to open it up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Pace this effort. Manon's gone out really hard there. Like Mariana Vos, fighting for the front of the bunch. Manny Arthur matching the effort. 20 seconds left of this effort. We're fighting for the line. We're at around 300 meters to go. Emily Nelson up the front now, 10 seconds. We're fighting. Now's the time to unleash everything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, we just won a sprint in the points race. Pat yourself on the back. We got a little bit of recovery. And then we go straight back into one more max effort. Enjoy that recovery. Don't take your hands off the bars, Manon, because we're back straight back into it. 14 seconds to go. 10. I think Manny might have had the last sprint. Can you match him, Manon? 4, 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds to go. Kilometer to go. 900 meters has gone by. 800 meters. Manny Arda, Manon Lloyd, and neck to neck. But on the wheel, they have Abby and Emily Nelson. 15 seconds to go. Think yourself in the race. You're in the wheels. Attack pass. 10, 8, 7, 6, 200 meters. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. I think you just won the race. Oh my gosh. That was tough. Stay on the pedals, guys. 20 seconds of just a little bit of easy pedaling, but not too easy. Keep some pressure in the pedals. And then we got 2-minute recovery. 10, 9, hold a little bit of pressure through them pedals. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. We now got 2 minutes left of this session. Oh. Slow those pedals down. Manny Arthur, how was that for you, buddy?
That was emotional. Ups and downs, but great session. Feel like I've accomplished something, yeah.
There we go. So slow down them pedals. Abby and Emily, how are you feeling? Yeah? Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm absolutely nailed. Today I've definitely been the nail. I hope you've been the hammer. Slow them pedals down now. Relax. Bring it down. Nice deep breaths. Some deep breaths.
Right.
Slow the heart rate now. Slow the heart rate. Calm those pedals. I urge you to stay on the bike to do a slightly longer warm down. Really important to make sure you get a good solid warm down in. Right, do some stretches if you can. On bike stretches work an absolute treat. Start to relax now. Slow those pedals. Start nice and calm. Bring it down. You've won a race. You've won a points race. You've done your effort. You have succeeded in the day. You've burnt some calories. You've got 30 seconds. Now I hope you guys have enjoyed every bit of this session, and we've really enjoyed having your company with us. Make sure though, if you enjoy this session, you want another one, click on another session. We've got a whole load and they're all taken with different presenters, and we've got Manny Arthur there hosting a few too, so make sure you have a gander in there. Don't forget though, as I mentioned halfway through the session, to hit the thumbs up button. That way we know you've enjoyed it. and we can start making more. But why don't you let us know in the comment section below what you thought of the session. And guys, I'll see you in the next video.